When was the last time that you felt genuinely alive?
People don't get it. There's great joy in the grind. Great joy in the suffering. It totally cleanses your body out, man, of any kind of hate. Makes you grow up.
When our baseline is a pamper lifestyle. So when we experience real hardship, have strong emotional reactions, turn to unhealthy coping mechanisms. Some people turn to drugs, some to sex, some to social media. Many do it all. We use these inhibitors as ways to quiet our mind and hide from these intense emotions that would otherwise be rendered unworthy of concern in a time where hunting or fighting off great beasts was our main work.
Do you think we'd have time to get stressed over simplicities when we spend our days and nights trying to survive? I had a realization when I was up on that rope. I realized that I hadn't been genuinely scared since I was a child. I also realized that I hadn't ever felt that specific kind of fear. It was completely foreign to me. I'd never experienced it. It makes you feel like you're real. I've lived too comfortably for too long. So let me ask you this. Do you ever feel alive? How often do you feel alive? And do you even want to feel alive? I believe that this alive feeling comes from doing challenging shit, putting yourself in difficult situations, and overcoming that moment, learning how to own that moment.
If I let this water own me, I would drown or I would freeze. When I was younger, my soccer coach often said, I don't know why or when it started to happen, but kids these days, they think it's cool to not try.
Now, he was specifically talking about soccer.
But it translates over to real life. As I grew up, I started to notice that people didn't really care to try, or they were too afraid to try because they might mess up. And would oftentimes see somebody who is doing the hard work, who is trying, and they'd make fun of them. I believe that this comes from their own insecurities and not being mature enough or confident enough to get outside their comfort zone. I used to get teased for working hard, for trying to be the best. And over time, I started to love the little comments. I would appreciate them because they would push me to be better. Objects in motion tend to stay in motion. Getting started will always be the hardest part.
Who's got a hold of your steering wheel? Make sure it's you that's got a hold of your steering wheel.
I now have a small taste of what it's like to feel alive. Feeling fear, feeling out of control, and then recollecting myself. Gaining that control back, earning it. I'm nowhere near my end goal, and I doubt I ever will be, but I've come much farther from where I was. David Goggins talks about the discomfort zone and stay hard. Yes theory says seek discomfort. And Wim Hof teaches us to have control over our mind and body.
These are all very different people with a very similar message and goal. They're also very successful. I think that the reason they're so successful is because people look up to them. People want to do things similar to what they do, but they don't want to spend the time outside the comfort zone in order to get there. That's why so much of their content is consumed, because I think people naturally want to vicariously live through these people and their experiences because they wish they could experience these things themselves. These people have made a living out of spending time outside of their comfort zone. It's what they do. And I think that's why people admire them so much.
What's the difference between these people and you? Why can't we do what David Goggins does? Why can't we run 100 miles?
Or beat the pull-up record.
Or push our bodies beyond the threshold.
Why can't we do what Wim Hof does? Swim 66 meters
under ice, climb Mount Kilimanjaro in only shorts and boots? Why can't we run a full marathon through the Namib Desert with nothing to drink? Why can't we do what Yes3 does? Travel the world with a dream and a passion for bettering ourselves? Well, the truth is, we can.
Yeah. 20, you got some more in you. 21, yeah, get it again. Come on, we want to see it. Good, 22.
Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs?
That's you, buddy. Come on, 23. Come on, 24. One more, David.
Who's
One more.
gonna carry the boats?
You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. Yes. You did it. Yeah.
Wim Hof says it himself.
It is all in the mind. We are built to be happy, strong, and healthy. We got all the tools, but they are not awakened. But who is going to wake them up? That's us.
The people who do these seemingly impossible things, those few outliers, they're often not the exception, but the ones who have taken action. You need to make the reason that you don't want to do something into the reason that you want to. It's October 31st, 9:30 in the morning. I'm out here in this beautiful lake. It's cold, it's very cold. My nervous system's firing. I feel the cold sensation on my skin. I have to control my breath. It's moments like these that make you feel alive, make you feel like a human being, rather than what most people are used to. You know, most people are baseline. Sometimes you gotta do the things that you hate or are resistant to in order to better appreciate moments that you love. So I have to get back in the water after just getting out, warming up, drying off, and getting dressed, because I realized that I forgot to record a section of my video. So here we go. It's a little easier the second time. Okay, go get it.